Well, personally, I usually allow myself to go through it. So if I'm not feeling creative or unmotivated, I just allow myself to go through it. Because I know after that moment is done, or after I'm past that stage, I'm sure I'll go back to being myself, and creativity irudi ikiwa like crazy.
Unacha tu ipite, lakini unakuwa tu una make sure uko kind with yourself, uji beat down.
True. So I've seen you doing a lot. There's design, there's music, there's also photography. Your style of photography, what's that camera you use?
It's a 360 camera.
Oh, it's a 360 camera. Hey, those shots are usually so good. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, so is it a passion of yours you picked up, ama let's talk about photography?
I think the way my brain operates is I want to, if it's visuals, I want to explore each and every way I can express myself. So I picked up a camera around 2015 a professional camera 2015. But prior to that, I was always the one shooting family events. I was always the one holding the camera. So it's just another way to express myself and push the limits.
Because those shots are usually so good. They're interesting. They're different. It's different.
I bought that camera for that reason. Because at the moment, not many people had it. Even now, like not a lot of people are also familiar with that side of like equipment. I bought it for that reason. I wanted to use it for like an event. I wanted to get like what do you call them? Like event pass, like backstage passes, like hang out with the musicians. It was a band from the UK and an artist from Nigeria. So I bought that camera for that reason.
Strategy. Nice. This has really been an interesting conversation. There's so much. You have a lot of experience. I've learned so much, especially on the music side. There's so much to learn there. It's quite interesting. What will you say someone needs to learn or to know before getting into the industry?
Which industry? The music side?
Let's start with music.
If I had the chance to go back, I'd start by learning an instrument. And
which one will you learn?
I'd start with keyboard.
I
have a basic understanding. I can play melodies, but I'd love to play it like properly. So if I was starting out, I'd spend a lot of time in church. Because those people know. That's where everyone, maybe most people learn how to play because the instruments are just there. They have the resources.
And do you know how to write music? Notes? Is it notes?
I don't.
I don't. Do you think it's a necessity?
No.
It's not a necessity?
No. It's not. Even like playing instrument, it's not really a necessity. It just opens up your doors. It just opens up your limit. Like it breaks away every limitation you'd have.
Makes sense.
Just opens up gates because music is also like very mathematical.
How so? The technicalities,
You count chords, you count notes because there's eight notes.
8 and 16.
Like you count those.
But I did DJing, so I know a bit.
It's a lot. It's very mathematical. I'd start by learning instruments, and by spending time in a church, I would also enroll in a choir.
Which nini do you sing? Alto, bass, soprano?
Alto. I sing alto, but I still struggle to understand the difference when you're actually singing. I can tell by, okay, this is soprano, this is am I alto? No, I'm not alto. I think I'm tenor when I'm singing.
Oh, there's alto and tenor.
Yeah, I think I'm tenor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I can tell this is alto, tenor, but I'd love to be able to layer, like record like a choir.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, that would be nice.
That would be so good. Because having that knowledge like breaks a lot of limitations you have. There's softwares you can use to navigate all these challenges. There's so many, but I would love just to know how to do it.
Yeah, so the same question I asked you, but now on the design side, what will someone need to know before getting into the design field?
To be like the best. I'd advise whoever wants to start to enroll in an art school.
Okay.
Yeah, learn the basics of like I also don't know how to paint and everything. I just improvise. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'd advise anyone who wants to try any visual skill to first learn. Because when you enroll in an art school, you learn color theory, you learn a lot of basics, you learn perspective, and now that also breaks any limitation you might face when you start working.
Okay.
You can take anything and superimpose it to look very realistic.
Yeah. Now, with you being a multifaceted designer, I'm sure it gets overwhelming sometimes. So how do you handle that?
Like at the moment I'm trying to learn 3D, and I was watching this tutorial from Skillshare, and I
saw the hand 3D model you made. It was really nice.
Thanks. So the guy said, in anything you want to do, it's good to learn 20% and leave out the 80, because say like Photoshop, you just have to, once you pick out the direction you want to take, you'll only need 20% of the tools, because there's a lot in Photoshop I don't use, I've never used, and they're just there. That's because they don't apply to what I want to do. So 3D, when he was introducing 3D and the tools, like he just said, 3D it's very expansive. Like it's been intimidating for me for so long. So he said he's only going to teach 20% of the tools.
Okay.
Because you saw what I did, so that's his style. So that's the only thing he needs. So I tell anyone, just figure out what you want to do and focus on 20% of the tools that will help you achieve what you want.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really great perspective.
Yeah.
It's a great lesson actually.
Because you can learn too much. Yeah.
And there's also the part where you handle a lot. There's video, there's animation. So for someone who wants to like do quote unquote everything, where can they start? Because personally, at mimi, I think I'm one of those people who like exploring different fields.
Yeah.
I have that curiosity. Because I've also done 3D, I've done video editing. I wouldn't say I've done music or audio, whatever. But nimeguzia tu kiasi, but it was because of school. We had a course in that.
Where were you?
Shangchao.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes it gets overwhelming. But I think after a while, I narrowed down to the things that I feel interested in. Because after picking up several things out of curiosity, after a while I'm like, that's really not for me. Let me just focus on these others. Then after a while, I drop it, and so zimeenda zikipungua pole pole. Now I have a bit of areas where I'm focusing on currently. But I'm still picking up on other things. Like I recently picked up on UI UX as well. And it's going really great. I'm loving it actually. So there's that part where you feel like you want to do everything. So how would you advise someone?
after all those years, I'd advise anyone to just focus on one thing first. And I'd advise anyone to focus on one thing and then be extremely good at it before maybe jumping on to the next thing. Because that's what I was saying is growth. The growth over time. It's really affected by doing so many things, and sometimes by the end of the day, you feel like you haven't moved an inch.
True.
You start to not appreciate the time you've spent doing maybe design, because now you want to be a good video editor. You haven't edited a video in a week. Now you're like, damn, I suck.
I've been there.
And that's the challenge that comes with it. So I just advise anyone, pick one thing, be a master at that before. I'd give Kanye West is a perfect example. Like he picked production, became extremely good. He was able to meet Jay-Z, started rapping, extremely good. Picked up clothing, now he's extremely good. Now he's a master at all these things.
So focusing on something is better than being a master.
Over time it's so much better.
Well, I'd say it's great focusing on one thing. You can explore different fields, but at least have one thing that people know you for. So you can do everything, but maybe people know you for just being a video editor or a UI UX designer, but on the side you also do other things. I think that would be great.
It's cool.
Let's talk about it. There are these times where designers, we don't have that motivation or the creativity itself, and sometimes we feel like, to me personally, I usually feel like I'm not doing enough. Or I feel like I'm failing for not being able to be as good as the other days. Do you have those days?
Yeah. It's. I'd say those days are more than the days where I feel.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How
fight those days a lot. These days it's hard. I'm still also trying to find a way to combat, because it's usually just thoughts. You're just usually in your head, and somewhere I saw someone say that when you have such thoughts, don't internalize them, just observe them. Just be like, I can see that thought there, and it's like a passing cloud you're looking at. You see that thought and you're like, that's where my mind's at, but it's passing. And quickly just reaffirming yourself, being kind to yourself. I think that's what I've been doing a lot this year. It's working out great. I feel like my energy in general has improved, because we're our worst critics as creatives. You have to learn how to turn that voice down.
Well, personally, I usually allow myself to go through it. So if I'm not feeling creative or unmotivated, I just allow myself to go through it, because I know after that moment is done, or after I'm past that stage, I'm sure I'll go back to being myself, and creativity irudi ikiwa like crazy.
Unacha tu ipite, lakini unakuwa tu una make sure uko kind with yourself, uji beat down.
True.